In Humankind, everyone gets an AI avatar version of themselves that other people can play against if they're not willing to socialise with you more directly. On an unrelated note, my friends haven't agreed to play multiplayer with me yet, so I need to make sure my avatar is as strong as possible. We can customise our AI's strengths and playstyle with this pretty cool menu. The thing is though, we actually have to unlock many of our options by winning trophies in our own games. I really want to give my avatar this +3 strength on emblematic units, as that sounds pretty tough to beat. But to unlock it, we need to kill 50 enemies with a single unit and become the God of War. Of course, this would be a very easy challenge on a lower difficulty, but we've got to earn this, so higher difficulty and fast speed it is. You know the drill at the start, collect a bit of food and then... There should be enough people to get started. We're gonna need a great protagonist to complete this mission, and anime has taught me that heroes and villains often begin in high schools, so I'll pick the Zhao to start. Their Confucian school generates 5 science for each adjacent mountain, so with our starting location and some careful positioning, we can actually get quite a lot of science before even unlocking research quarters. Feels a bit like playing Civ 6. The Nubians, led by Ancestor to the east, should make the perfect opponents for our first narrative arc where our hero appears. I've also met King Midas in the south. I don't know if it's programmed into the game or if he literally has the Midas touch or something, but this guy has spawned in an area with a huge amount of incense, which gives you loads of extra gold. I'm gonna ally them and buy it all up so I can get the huge income bonus as well. I've assembled an army to begin the attack. I still have lots of scouts from the tribal stage, so using all that extra gold I can upgrade them into horsemen for a big power spike. I've also got some Zhao chariots and Mayan javelins. Unfortunately, our enemy Ancestor has a good number of these extremely strong Samnaya elephants. They're ranged, but they fight at full strength when you attack them. Fighting against tough odds is the perfect opportunity for an origin story though. We've taken a few losses and killed a bunch of units, but all of my men are pretty damaged, so we'll have to pull back and heal for a bit. Having almost entirely cavalry also makes it pretty difficult to assault a city, since horses can't climb walls and have limited understanding of siege equipment. The good news is that with a massive production from the Mayan emblematic district, my great warrior halls can put out 3 units every turn. And with all the rivers around here, this city has enough population growth to support that if we need it. Our main armies have finally clashed in one massive battle. We still hugely outnumber them, but the strength of these guys is hard to outmatch, especially since they have the Lighthouse of Alexandria, which seems to still be bugged and is giving all of their units an extra +1 strength.
Here we go.
To win a battle like this, we have to use all the tricks available to us. High ground, flanking, accusing their fathers of only watching dubbed anime, and trying to finish units off using our chariot's charge bonus.
Charge. Let's fight! Charge! Come on! Go!
It's a long fight lasting a couple of turns. They even brought in reinforcements between turns, but nothing can stop my warriors.
No fear!
The battle is won. From all that carnage, our hero has arisen. Ivar the Bloodbringer, Rider of the Wind, Scourge of Ancestor, who crushed many foes under the wheels of his chariots and felled an elephant with a single mighty throw of his spear. He shall be the one destined to go on a 50-unit rampage and earn us that trophy. Also coming along for moral support is his best friend Bill. Unfortunately, the game doesn't seem to have anything that tells us how many kills a particular unit has, so I'm going to have to manually keep track of our progress. To make sure they can get as many kills as possible, every fight we're going to have to weaken the enemy units and then use Ivar and Bill to bust in with their charge bonus and finish each unit off as much as we can. We have won our first war, significantly weakening Ancestor and giving us a new city.
I can tell you that our gratitude is boundless.
With our heroes now ready to go, we can really start working on that trophy. I'm going to celebrate by advancing to the medieval era's Khmer. Their emblematic district acts as makers and farmers' quarters, so with river-based production and food infrastructure, these things have massive yields in our cities with all these rivers. One of the easiest ways to get a lot more kills for our heroes is to liberate local independent tribes. We just need to make sure that Ivar or Bill always gets the last hit. There's lots of kills to be had by taking Rouen. I'll also take this opportunity to try out the Spanish. The extra combat strength when in foreign lands will be well suited to Ivar's heroic questing. We're up to 19 kills. Unfortunately, Ivar and Bill got a bit carried away with their victory bonfire last night and they did burn down a city. But all protagonists make mistakes. The other advantage of the Spanish is I can build our special cathedrals that generate enough faith to start converting our neighbours. This gives me grievances to easily start more wars, particularly with my war-centric religious tenets. It's time for round 2 with Ancestor. This time, we are the ones with the elephants, as well as conquistadors with boomsticks versus mostly militia with mediocre butcher's knives. And of course, Bill and I are riding in on their great steeds to steal all the credit. Even their capital has no defences ready to stop us. They do have a bunch of boats offshore, but all they can do is watch impotently as we do mounted donuts in the town plaza. When an old enemy is no longer a threat, that's when you know character development has occurred. Ivar is now up to 30 kills, we're almost there, and our empire continues to grow. But if we want to get this trophy, we can't let up with the aggression, and with our religion generating lots of grievances, I can resume the conquest very quickly. Although the enemy don't actually have enough war support themselves for me to sustain a long war, but we can take some more land to support the cities we annexed from them before. Instead, we need to turn our attention towards a new target, Alyssa. Her entire civilization follows our religion of heroism, so clearly they shall celebrate when our brave champions come to liberate them. I've also managed to buy Ivar and Bill some guns for their horses, so now it should be even easier for them to rack up the kill count. When attacking cities, I can leave them at the front of the army and let the enemy militia charge en masse and suicide straight into my heroes. It's an even faster way of increasing their kills, since they can only get a maximum of 1 per round from attacking, but this way Ivar can get 5 in one go. Even though Midas is showing off with his air force, the rest of the AI haven't got any amount of military strength to stand up to us, so I can push south as fast as I want. Can you imagine if Ivar died now? I guess we do need to have a moment where it looks like the protagonist might fail. 46 kills, I can almost taste the trophy. The final fight to achieve greatness is the Siege of Knossos. Yes, sacrifice yourselves to the glory of the one-man army. Ivar has successfully piled up 50 lives on the altar of completionism. Bill managed to add another 30 himself. Not a bad effort, Bill. I've decided to celebrate by buying Ivar and Bill their own helicopter gunships to terrorise the rest of the AI until the game ends. I'm pretty sure we're still the good guys though. Right? Here are the final scores. A mountain of fame built by the heroic efforts of our warriors. Also, something extremely terrible seemed to happen to Midas's economy at some point. Presumably the gold standard started causing some issues? But now I can equip our new avatar strength, and no one shall be able to stop me. Unfortunately, the game doesn't currently let us fight our own avatars, so I can't even test if this is actually any good or not. But feel free to challenge my avatar yourself by linking your game to a Games Together account and downloading my guide. Maybe you can let me know how good this trait actually is.